AM 560. The Answer.
Wherever they govern, chaos, financial scandal, and fraud. And you could always tell when they got their back up against the wall, they pull the dreaded race card.
Today's announcement has two parts: the preliminary citywide racial equity plan and the inaugural New York City true cost of living measure. Together, these reports establish a framework for how our city will both measure affordability and plan for the future. The true cost of living measure confirms what New Yorkers have long known to be true. Too many people cannot afford the city that they love. New York City is home to skyscrapers, $1 million listings, $9 lattes, and yet more than 3 in 5 New Yorkers, 62%, cannot keep up with the cost of living in this city.
Racism. You know why the latte is $9 in New York? Because the government mandates you have to pay the barista $20 an hour. Stupid. Georgie, Naperville.
Yeah, Shaun, instead of all this bombing in Iran, can't we just saturate them with gambling and marijuana?
No, that only works in Illinois and New York and New Jersey and where Democrats rule. But they're going to love music. I don't think they have any music there.
You were the girl that changed my world. You were the girl for me. You lit the fuse. I stand confused. You were the first for me, but you turned me out. You changed my mind.
Squirrel, $5 says Trump just releases this on Truth Social. Not a word, just a gap band. You dropped a bomb on me at 8:05. You want a piece of that action, kid? I don't think you do. Where are we going to go? Paul, Carrie.
Hey, Shaun, how you doing?
Wonderful. A lot better than the Iranians right now. They're a little nervous.
Here, let me drop one on you, Shaun. You're in real estate. We just wrapped up 45 minutes ago. Section 8. We flip to Section 8, okay? We go in, we prep them, get them ready for the next tenants, okay? 4-bedroom, 3-bath unit. Very nice, like 1,700 square feet. I seen the person that's renting it. They come in she's got a post office uniform on. She's paying $700 a month for it. It goes for $3K if you were off the street. And there's like 6 or 7 people moving into this unit. How the hell is this going on? It's insanity, dude.
Well, because
it's insane. I see it all the time. I see it. I'm involved. People say, "Oh, that doesn't happen. You're racist." I didn't even say the color. I see it. I got receipts, dude. It happens.
Here's the thing,
time.
Paul. We're gonna have to remember. There's one race, the human race, and there's multiple character. And to hide behind the color of pigmentation does a disservice to all people. The kind of person that would move 6 people into a unit and have a job, and none of the 6 contribute to the rent, and they can't afford the rent, but the neighbor has to do it. You do me a favor, Paul. You call me back. What is it? Call me back in November and tell me the state of the unit. Will you, please? Tell me the state of the unit.
Because Shaun, wait. We just flipped it a year ago. We went in there. It was like, what the hell happened? It's like a bomb went off. What the hell did you do? And I see it. I get them all the time. This is what I do. What the hell did you do in 1 year?
There is no character in welfare. None. You cannot give character. You can earn it. And if it's kids, her kids, and they see her working, maybe they'll treat the property different. Maybe they won't. But one thing's for certain. When you pay for it, you care about it just a little more. We only have, about 70 years of this? Let's keep pretending we don't. Frank, West Side.
You know what, Shaun, before I get to my point, you would be the first morning DJ in Iran, and this would be your morning DJ name, the Ayatollah of rock and roller.
I think we should go with it. I'll tell you what, I'll end all that poppycock overnight, because all they have to do is be introduced to the idea. You don't have to take it. You realize in free countries, you don't have to believe that poppycock. You don't have to prostrate yourself 5 times a day to anybody, and you certainly don't have to turn your money over to somebody dressed like a ghost. Go ahead.
Absolutely. Here's my question. I'm just curious, and I need your input. So the nation has a debt of $39 million $1 trillion, give or
take. Yeah.
How much of that debt has to do with California?
Well, I think it would be even more interesting how much has to do with Democrat states versus non-Democrat states. And if you realize that 30 of that 39, 30 of the 39 has been added in 17 years. And that's when the regulations of both Obamacare, Medicare, Medicaid, all this fraud, that's when the Cloward and Piven strategy of expanding the so-called entitlements to non-citizens, people who never paid $1 into the system, come here and get millions of dollars worth of benefits. This is working exactly as drawn up by the American saboteur, traitor, communist Democrat. It's working. So don't look at it like it's not working. This is exactly the intention behind where we are. This is exactly how it is supposed to work. It was meant to financially bankrupt us. And in 17 years, $30 trillion has been added. And I say 28.5 of it has been stolen. Because just like that call with the Section 8, that woman who works at the post office paid a frickin' rent. Get a job. Get another job. I don't give a rip. Get one of the 6 suck-ons to get a job and pay. But it's made to break the system and, ironically, Frank, drive up costs at the same time. And that's what it does. This is intended financial destruction. Corey Woodlawn.
Hey, thanks for taking the call, Shaun. I believe you 100% when you say this is meant to bankrupt the system, but it's also meant to take all of our money and all of our assets. These guys are running these cons for themselves. Look at what they did during COVID. All of these government employees were running scams against the government for all of that PPP money. How do we as a group of citizens get together and stop this madness if we can't even rely on each other? So many of us are misinformed or disinformed. We can't even adequately fight these guys.
You know who understands what's going on? A Soviet. Because in the Soviet system, the government was the best job. The government was the God among men. Just like it is in Chicago, just like it is in New York and California. The government make the rules to steal the money and the benefits. That's how it works. That's why Democrat areas, where is it better to be part of the government or to work and pay taxes to fund it? Which one? You know the answer. We all do. They backdoor Sovietized our country. Only in Democrat dungholes, once great areas. 312-642-5600.
This is the Shaun Thompson Show, where Democrats are always wrong, Republicans are seldom right, and politicians are never, ever to be trusted. On AM 560, The Answer.